Video 5.2, Shaking PTSD with Laughter. In this video, you'll be introduced to Pasquill's laughter shake for resolving traumatic memories that can cause post-traumatic stress disorder.
Well, the first place I came to when I came to San Miguel was here. Probably wouldn't have been here as many times as I have over the years, which is now about 14 years, if it weren't for the fact that this is an extraordinary gathering of healing facilitators. In 2007, Larry and I started putting together some videos maintained on the internet for free that people can access anonymously. They're oriented towards people with post-traumatic stress disorder. And today, what we'll be showing you is the latest one, Healing Our 9/11 Traumas. So what Larry and I have been creating over the years, with Alicia, of course, enormous help, is a way to reprogram the brain. So if I was to start the song that says, when the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, what's the next few lines?
I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad.
And that is the essence of what we're doing today. Because what we found in brain chemistry, that if you remember a fearful experience, there's a teeny window of opportunity where you can change the memory. And suddenly you're able to think larger, bigger, more detail. What we found in our most recent videos was that laughter is an instantaneous way of getting a different feeling at the exact moment when you're feeling fearful. We're going to invite you to go into one little memory, and we're going to see if we can change that memory a little bit. And we're going to start out by doing it in an unusual way. There's the invitation, there's the introduction, I'm Alicia, and then there's a split second where you have to go and think about something that may be a little bothersome in your life. Doesn't matter what it is. And then you laugh, and then everybody else laughs with her, and then she invites whoever. You invite somebody else.
Okay.
Okay?
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes. My name is Frank. And everybody join in the laughter.
I'm Carol. My name is Teresa.
So that's the basic principle. You open up a little window into your amygdala that creates this fear. The primal response of is there. And around it is the hippocampus. And it is the little memory thing. And the problem is that those memories get stuck and they repeat themselves. And pretty soon you're anxious all the time. It goes on and on and on and on. And in my case, for 60 years. So, what I'm going to show you now is a video for first responders who are, because of the nature of their job, very susceptible to post-traumatic stress disorder. It's very elaborated because when somebody comes to my website, I don't want them to be re-traumatized. So there's an enormous number of cautions in here.
Video 5.1 expands upon our series of emotional tuning videos designed to help us overcome emotional distress created by stressful experiences such as witnessing of death, war combat, natural disasters, domestic violence, sexual assault, and child abuse. The progressive relaxation and emotional tension release techniques demonstrated in video 6 might help us to access forgotten memories. As demonstrated in video 7, we can reprocess these memories once tension release restores them to consciousness.
This is a very abbreviated version of what you would otherwise do if you were to go through videos 6 and 7. You can breathe with me. Breathing in. start laughing, you join in as much as you can, okay? Here we go. Now that last little thing, that 2-minute demonstration, is basically how I deal with my remnants of PTSD. Well, that's pretty simple. It's not easy. It's very simple. You raise yourself up in the butterfly pose. You're stressing your psoas muscles, where all of that tension is stored, especially if you're in a trauma where you freeze. You will get a much deeper, stronger, more powerful laughter if your legs are shaking. And if at the moment you start to laugh, you think of something that is bothersome in your past, the joy and the release will just take that memory, transform it, and the next time you think of it, you'll think of it with joy. And your PTSD eventually, I said eventually, will go away because PTSD is layered. Usually the most traumatic things that's just happened will be the thing that keeps you awake at night right now. And as you work on that one, the next one will just appear. And so I've gone through that process to get to this stage. And I think it's sort of time for questions if you've got any.
Well, I had a lot of traumas layered in on top of each other, which was probably not so helpful. It would have been helpful to just deal with them one at a time.
Just one at a time.
But because two came to me right away when we did the initial laughter thing.
Right.
And then seeing house fire, our house burned down, and then seeing 9/11, I'm a New Yorker.
Yeah.
So they were, I was like, ah! So
Oh.
I think I'm pretty resilient. Mm-hmm. Well, and it's helped me just to be able to speak and be witnessed and not feel like I was all by myself in here.
Exactly.
It wasn't a clear image of the trauma I think I'm dealing with, but it was definitely the body it was too fast for me to go into all of it. The changes, this humming and the laughter, yes, I'm familiar with that.
Yeah. Thank you for the feedback. It does go fast. So it's got to do with repeating, getting into that visualization process and learning that process. And then sooner or later, once you get that down, then you'll be able to approach your traumatic memories without fear.
I think it's very interesting in the way you put everything together. And it's very nice when you start with this laughing thing, you know. So when I laugh about myself, I just go like, what fear? You know, the fear leave me.
That's why the laughter shake, that's really the best way to do it, if you can do it. That's video 6 and 7.
Well, my general demeanor, I think, in life is that don't push me, force me to do anything, you know, give me space to figure shit out, and, you know, maybe I'll get there, maybe I won't.
Always been, I'll learn this on my own. So, given all that, you know, the result is you get a video that people can watch or not. If it's for them, it's for them. If it isn't, it isn't. And that's the way I am, and it sounds like that's the way you are. As you spoke, I was reminded of when Alicia brought this Peruvian shaman in, and I was given this elaborate ritual of initiation. He said, all I can do is open the door and invite people to walk through. That's it. So hopefully I've opened the door, and if you wish to, you know, pursue it, great.